Okay, let me take out the question from inheritance chapter, right? That is, let us see. It's from the book you said, and the question is, let's check it out. And the page number is um, okay. Which question was it? This is 19th, this is 20th
22.
question. You're done with the 21 question and now
This 22.
22nd question, right? We are done with the previous questions and figure 16.15 is a pedigree diagram showing the known blood groups in three generations of a family. We have discussed pedigree diagrams in our previous lessons, Anya.
Mm,
And let's see, this is a pedigree chart. And if I explain you that how this pedigree chart needs to be evaluated, that is, this is the square is always for the male, I told you, and circle is always for the female, right? And this male has got married with this female, and when they produced the next generation, they had two boys and one girl, right? And the parental blood groups phenotype are, that is blood group A and blood group B.
mm,
And when they had children, right, they had a girl with blood group B and a boy with blood group O. For blood group O, there, because you know that O blood group is expressed by a recessive allele, right? So we can say that when blood group O can only express itself when a person has both the recessive alleles in them, right?
which means that
So,
they,
wh-
they must
which
both
means
have the parents still
very
must have
nice.
yeah,
Very nice. That both the parents had blood group had the recessive allele in them, and when they have produced their gametes, let me show you the genetic diagram here. For blood group A, the parent had this genotype, and the female had this genotype, right? And when they produced gametes, right, both the alleles got separate like this, and they have produced this male had produced two types of gametes, and this female had produced two types of gametes, one with blood group B, allele B, and the other one is with allele O. And for this, you can make a Punnett square that is easier for us. That is IA and IO, right? And when this is on the other side, I'll keep IB and IO, right? So when these two alleles, because this is chance fertilization, when this gamete is going to fertilize with this gamete, it is going to produce an individual with, there are chances for them to
mm,
have a child with blood group A, B. This is the phenotype and this is the genotype. And when
mm,
this B also has got the 50% chances to fertilize with the gamete that has got a recessive allele O. So it will produce an individual with blood group B, right? And
mm,
when this gamete fertilizes with this, right, it produces IA and IO. And when this gamete fertilizes with this will produce IO, right? So this will have blood group A, this will have blood group O. So this means that when the different gametes fertilize together, there is random fertilization that is taking place, and this random fertilization will allow this couple to have four different types of blood groups. Isn't it unique that they have got the chances to produce an individual with blood group AB, an individual with blood group B, an individual with blood group A, an individual with blood group O. So four of these phenotypes are possible. This clause is unique in this sense as well. Examiner can also give you a question like that: make a Punnett square or make a genetic diagram, right? To show a couple who can have all the four different types of blood groups in their offsprings, right? So this could also be the question asked by the Cambridge examiners, right? So here this individual has blood group B. Now let's see what question they have asked. Let me see. What are the genotypes of person 1 and 2? So to evaluate the genotype of this person 1 and 2, we need to see that what is the you can say offsprings? What is the genotype of the or the phenotype of the offsprings that the person two had he got married with the person three that is a female and she has got the blood group B, right? As they had a child or a boy with blood group AB, because we have to evaluate the phenotype and the genotype of the person too. So for that, we need to see the offsprings that they had. The offsprings that they have are AB and B. So this A must have come from this individual, right? Why? Because there is no A here. Because the female or the mother has got a blood group B, right? If she would have any A here, so they will be the blood group of the mother will not be B, it will be AB, right? So this is sure. And the other allele that has come from the other allele, we need to evaluate that person to what could be the other allele in this person. So if this person had a genotype AIA and IA, this is not possible. Why? Because if this person too would have this genotype, then he would contribute an IA allele in this individual as well, this girl as well, because she has got blood group B. So he would never have this blood group, right? This genotype. So the other allele would always be IO. Why? Because if this will not be O, right? The individual here can never have a blood group B. So this individual is B because she had an IB from the mother and IO from the father, right? So that's why the individual two has blood genotype IA and IO. So this is the way to evaluate that what could be the genotype of the parents or what could be the genotype of the offspring. So you should have some information either from the parents or from the offsprings. Then you would be able to identify that what could be the genotype of these individuals. Is that clear? Is
So
that clear?
how do we know that it's IAIO and not IAIB uh, for two?
Yes, it could be IA and IB as well. Let's have a look. Let's do that Punnett square, right? Do a Punnett square with IB, right? IA to find that why am I saying that the individual would have a blood group uh, with the genotype IA and IO, because I think that the both the best possibilities are there, right? Because you're also right that IA and IB could also be uh sorry IB, yes. So if the person 2 has this genotype and the person 3 has IB and IO. Now let's see. When they will fertilize together, they'll produce IAIB. When these will fertilize together, IB and IB, this is a possibility. So we can say that this is a possibility, yes. IA and IO and IB. and IO. So if you will write IA and IB, that will also be considered correct. And if you will
Mm.
write IA and IO, that will also be considered correct.
So they can be
Because,
both.
yes, they can be both,
Oh, okay.
right? Right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
this is the possibility. Because you can see that for this person two, when he got married with the person three, right? They can have a a child with blood group AB, a child with blood group B, a child with blood group A child with blood group B, right? So B
Mm,
and AB both are possible because the children of this couple had AB and B blood group. So both the
mm-hmm,
possibilities are there. So if you write either A or O or AB, both will be considered correct.
mm-hmm.
Is this
Okay.
clear to you?
So there
Is
can
this
be
clear?
multiple. So there can be multiple answers
Yes, there can
for.
be. There
Okay.
can be. Mhm. Okay.
Okay.
Shall I move on? Let's move on to
Yeah.
the next question. Okay. Let me erase this board because we may need this board again to solve the next question, right? Okay, let's see the next question first. Okay, there is no question. Yes, we are done with it. What is the blood group of the person two? We just need to evaluate this, right? So both the answers would be considered correct. Is that
Mm.
clear?
So would we write A or AB, or we can say A or AB? What
The
would we write
blood
for the
group
answer?
you can write for person two. You can write AB. You can also write A only.
Can we
Both will
write
be
A
considered correct.
or AB, or do we have to write one?
Only one or both the possibilities you can write. It depends on the question marks. Here the marks are not given. So if it would be in this question, you have two parts. One part is what are the genotypes of person one and two. You need to write the genotype. And then what is the blood group of the person two. If you are writing the genotype as this, IA and IO, then you will write the phenotype as the blood group as A. If you will
Mm.
be writing IA and IB for person 2, then you have to write the phenotype IA, AB. So any one of them you can write. Not both. I
Okay.
don't think so that that is required. If the question marks will be more, if the examiner, Cambridge examiner, has given you a question of this type of maybe 4 marks, right? After making the genetic diagrams, then you are supposed to give both the possibilities, right? Where you will make the genetic diagrams for both the possibilities, and then you will write the both the possibilities in the answer. Is that clear?
Mm-hmm.
So it sometimes it depends on marks that are given in the question. Right here, they have not mentioned the marks, so that's why I can't say. But so far for me, it can be of 3 marks, where I just need to write the genotype of person one, 1 mark will be given. The genotype of person two, 1 mark will be given. And what is the blood group of the person two? The 1 mark will be given because they have not given me any clue that I have to make the genetic diagrams, and then I they will give me marks for that as well. So in the question, sometimes it's mentioned that prove it with the help of a genetic diagram, and then the marks can also be uh, different. Is that clear?
Okay.
Okay, now let's move on to the next topic, and that is test crosses, right? What do we mean by test cross? First, we need to understand that. Let's suppose there is an individual, right, that is showing you. Anya, can I